Hello everyone. Coming to the next topic, Python data types and data structures. We shall be studying about within the data types we have numbers, string, list, tuples, dictionary, type conversion. We shall be seeing each of them with the example, starting with the first one as numbers. Now the numbers itself indicates that they take up all the values which are numerical. Okay, now when we say numerical values, what comes into the mind is numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all those numbers that forms all the integer number. Floating point in the sense decimal numbers as 2.5, 4.5, 10.2, so on. Next is long means is a long series of numbers. Suppose you have a value of x is equal to 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. It is a complete long one which is represented as long. The next one is complex. As you already know what is complex numbers, the numbers which are having real values and the imaginary values are nothing but complex numbers. Okay, now within the numbers we shall be seeing the various operation, the different operation that comprises of addition, subtraction, division, multiplication and power. Now the feature of this number system is that it is immutable data types. You can change the data so as the new value can be obtained. Now starting with the first one, within the numbers we shall see the integer value. Working with numbers in Python, in that integer value. Now what is an integer? Over here in this I am assigning the value of a is equal to 5. That means a is nothing but variable, and the variable is assigned with the value given as 5. Now when I write as type a, then it will give me in the as it is an integer type. Okay, now we shall run the program and see. See, I have opened the Python shell. Over here you can see that my Python which I have installed in my system is 3.7.7. You can see that over here you can see Python 3.7.7 shell. The Python which I have installed in my window in my system is 3.7.7 version. Now I'll just type for the case of integer. Now what was the example that was present? Over here we are writing as hash. Whenever we want to represent a particular thing or we want to do a declaration or as a heading, we write with the hash. Then I'm assigning the value of a is equal to 5. Okay, next what I want to know is I want to know the type of a, so I'll be writing as type a within the parenthesis, close the bracket. Then it is saying that the type of a is nothing but it is an integer type. The integer is defined over here as int. Now let me take one more value. Okay, say as a is equal to 7. Okay, then I need to enter. Then I need to write as type within the parenthesis as a value. Okay, and enter. It is showing as integer. All the values from 0 to till all the values which are given in integers, it will define as int. Now let me take the next one. After integer, let me take the second one. The second one says as floating point. See, so how do we see it? I'll just show you the slide of it. After integer, the next slide is floating. Now you can see that I have assigned the value of b is equal to 2.5. These values I have taken from textbook directly, so that it will be easy for you to take it. You can take any values as per your choice. B is equal to 2.5. When you type b, then it will give me the which class it belongs to or which type it belongs to. Okay, let me go back to my the Python. Now the second one says that again I'm just writing the heading as floating point. Right, now let me assign the value of b. B is nothing but the variable. I'm giving the value of b as 2.5. now this 2.5, next I'll put as enter. I just want to know that what type it belongs to. Within the parenthesis I need to write the variable that I have written, then enter. Now you are able to see that it has shown as class float. Let me write the heading as complex. Okay. Now for the case of complex, let me define a variable as y. This y is equal to the value given as the value that is taken as 2 plus 5j. Okay, now enter. I just want to type as y, so it will give me the value of y as 2 plus 5j. now I just want to know the type of this value of y, so I'll write as type. Okay, so type, by mistake it got clicked, one second. Type within the bracket, what is the variable that I have assigned over here? I have assigned as y, then enter. Now it is saying the class is complex. Now if I want to know within the complex which is real and which is imaginary, then I should use as the variable name y dot real. When I write y dot real and type as enter, I'll be getting the value as real value as 2.0. okay, similarly if I want to know the imaginary value, I need to write as y dot img, ag imaginary, enter. So I'm getting the value as 5. okay, now these were the basic things or fundamentals. These were the basic things and fundamentals for the number system. Now if I want to do the operations of these, so in order to do the operations, what are the operations that are required? I'll just show you the operation in my slides, then I'll just proceed back to the programming. okay, let me check where this now. The operation that takes place in the number system is, first one is addition. For the case of addition, over here we have already assigned the value of a and the value of b. These two, a plus b, is being assigned to a new variable that is called as c. Now when we type as c, it will directly add the two numbers and give me the answer. And if I want to know the type of c, then I need to write as type c, then type c, then float. okay, similarly for the case of subtraction, I'm using another variable as d. D is equal to a minus b, and d value will be fetched over here as 2.5. now if I want to know the type, I need to write as, once again, type d. Whatever the variable I'm using, I need to put that. Similarly for multiplication of two numbers that are a and b, over here a and b is being multiplied and given to the new value as e. So the answer will be stored in the e, and the type is nothing but the answer you are able to see over here is 2.5, hence the type is float. Similarly for the case of division, b divided by a is equal to f. F is a new variable wherein the answer of b by a is being stored in f. If I want to know the type, I need to write as type f. So over here it is a float decimal number, and power is nothing but whenever we want to find the power, so we write as a into 2 times into 2, and type g, you will get the answer. okay, now let us put these values in our Python shell and have a look of it. Now till here we have seen all the values of a, b is already assigned. Now we'll do the next one, that is called as the addition. Now for the case of addition, what I am taking, I am saying that I am assigning the new variable c is equal to a plus b. Okay, and if I want to know the value of c, it is showing me 7.5. Now 7.5 is a decimal number that is called as float. If I want to know the type of it, so I need to write the type, open the parenthesis and write the new variable c, close the parenthesis, enter. You are able to get the class as float. Similarly, the addition is over. The next one is called as subtraction. For the case of subtraction, what we need to do is we are using another variable as d, which is equal to a minus b. Okay, enter. If I want to know the value of d, I am getting a minus b is 2.5. Now which type it is? By seeing as 2.5, we already know it is a float type, but still just will type and check once again. Open the parenthesis and whatever is the variable over here we are entering, you are able to see the class as float. Coming to the next one is multiplication. Okay, multiplication, whenever you want to give a heading, it should be written with that of hash multiplication. Now I want to multiply these two numbers a and b, so let me multiply the a value and b value and assign this value with another variable as e. E is equal to a into b, enter, and I want to see the answer. The answer will be stored in e, that is 12.5. By seeing the number itself, we know that is a float type, but still we'll just put type, enter the variable. The new variable is e, close it. You are able to see the variable is nothing but float. Okay, type is nothing but float. Now next is division. Similarly, this is simple division, enter. I am giving a new variable, that is f is equal to b divided by a, enter. What is the value of f I want to know? It is 0.5. Now what type it is? I need to just type, open the parenthesis, write the variable f, close the parenthesis, enter. It is showing as float. Okay, now similarly the last one we'll see, that is nothing but the power. For the power, we write as power g is equal to a into 2. Okay, so I want to know the value of g, enter. You are able to see 25. Now this 25 is what type? If I just type as g, close the bracket, enter, it will say it is an integer value. Now with this we have come to the end of the Python data within the Python data types number system. So what are the basic number system? Integer, floating point, long, complex, and what are the operation along with that? It is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and power. In the next class we shall be seeing about the string.